Hey everyone, it's Beth from the Magic Studio. I'm doing a reading today on creativity and living the artistic life and making your art during difficult times. And yeah, did I say it's Friday the 24th? And I'm in a new spot. I'm in my living room or my living space because my studio desk is so full right now. I'm working on a large painting and there's just no space to do a reading. So here I am. This might be my new space to read. So I have my three friends with us to help with the reading, and yeah, let's get going. So there are there's always a lot going in the sky. We're still in that beautiful basket shape that's been going on for the past week. Jupiter has now shifted to 5 degrees, and Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus are still at 4 degrees of their sign, but it's still like the peak. We've crested the peak, but that energy and that shape is still there, with Jupiter just being 1 degree different. So keep in mind that we still have that beautiful basket shape, that beautiful bowl shape that we're working with, and don't forget the shadow. Like, it doesn't mean that, oh, the world's gonna turn into this like awesome place all of a sudden. In fact, because of Pluto and Jupiter, it's probably, and how it works with the astrology, the birth charts of certain leaders and presidents. There's probably going to be a lot of really scary drama too, and Chani was mentioning about probably some problems with AI and the tech billionaires. And I was already seeing some news about that yesterday. So it's not like, oh, the world is all of a sudden going to be amazing, but we can harness that energy for our lives with intention, which is what I've been all about, what I've been sort of working with in myself for many, many years, many decades, is working with intention. And that's why I call my shamanic training intentional shamanism, because it really is the intention that separates the like real positive change from cuckoo fantasy, and so getting that deep internal intention of what we want, and what we feel is our purpose, so that without harming others, that is the key. We need to be in right relationship with the universe, and have a correct intention, have a right intention. So this is what we're doing right now in this basket, in this astrological bowl of potential and possibility. So put your dreams into space right now, into your space, into your life. Work with your intention, and let's work with the cards. So as always, I'm going to draw 3 cards. I'm just here on my desk right now. And what are we looking at? Okay, 7 materials. I love that. Because I think what we really could use is a pause, and 4 of emotions. Excellent. Okay, and then Page of Emotions. Okay, beautiful. So last Monday we got really, really, really exciting cards for the peak of that basket. Or was it Monday? Was it I think it was Tuesday when I read. And so now we're looking deeper at our lives, and maybe our woundings, and maybe our thought patterns, and our emotional states. So I think that's really good, because we can put all our great dreams, our biggest dreams, into the universe. But then we also have to look then at our underlying core beliefs and thoughts and all these other little nigglies that are sort of working against us. So, I mean, that's the big work, right? Is like having these big intentions for our lives, but then looking at what why isn't it working? Why do we keep sort of falling back into old patterns of lack, and why do we work against ourselves, or something like that. So the seven of materials is about taking that pause, and it could be a pause of just admiring what we've done so far, and just celebrating our wins and going, yeah, I've actually done something here. Look at all I've done already. Like, I'm not a failure. I have these accomplishments. Like, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm doing it. Like, I'm making my art. And so the pause could also be just a step back to rest. You've put a lot. This has been a very, very big energetic year. We've put a lot into it. The summer can like fly by if we don't pause and enjoy some of the beauty here. Like last night, I was just outside, like several times I left my studio and just went out in the rain or went out in the night sky, and I saw birds and animals, and it was just amazing. I had a few really peak beautiful nature experiences just in my little backyard in town. And so it doesn't have to be this grand pause. You don't have to take this major vacation. You can take a half hour and sit out, on the earth, or go stand on some moss, or just go bird watch or something. So or you can pause and admire your work, and just make a tally of your accomplishments and congratulate yourself. So that's the seven of materials. The next one is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups, remember, she comes up a lot in this, in these readings, I find. So it must be a very powerful card for artists. That's what I'm thinking. And when you look at it, there is a person that is feeling lack. Like, it's the epitome of lack. Like, oh, I don't have enough. I'm not where I want to be. No one's, I'm not getting enough attention, or nobody's helping me, or whatever your story is. Like, we all have these thoughts that go through our head. So whatever it is for you, take a look at the bigger picture, and how first of all, you're always being supported by spirit. You're always being supported by your helping spirits. You actually have to take that pause to notice. Like, you can't, like, if we're like running and then collapse, and just sink into despair. It's more like slowing down. And I find the fours are always about kind of slowing down and taking those breaths, like the box breath, like 4 in, count to 4, 4 out, count to 4, 4 in, count to 4. Like that's kind of how I see the fours in the tarot, is kind of creating, it's creating that stability, that space, and then the fives come in and bust it all up because we can't stay in this space. But this is to just count your blessings. Notice the support you do have. See that you have support all around you, and just feel gratitude. Like feel gratitude for what you have, what's there, and it's probably way more than your mind is saying it is. And then the next card we have is the Page of Cups, and she honestly, she is one of my favorite cups. She has this she just has this sweetness, this aliveness, and this innocence, and she's just open. Like she's open to look at all those sweet fishes around her. Like her heart and her womb are open to receive goodness, not just to receive anything, because we don't want to receive shit. We want to receive the good stuff. So her heart is open for the good stuff. Now, the shadow side of her is that she can be too open, and she can't tell the difference between a helpful supporter and a narcissist, for example. So that's when the Page of Cups has to be discerning. Like she does need discernment, but if she practices discernment, then she can be open to all the sweetness and the beauty that life has to offer. And so that's something for you to think about. Think about your discernment, and you just don't open yourself up to anything or anyone, but hold your innocence. Like keep that sweetness, keep that innocence. Don't lose that. Don't close your heart. So that's the message of the Page of Cups. And then one more little card. Oops. Just grab this one since it fell out. Oh, lovely. You, the Muse. So this is a card that corresponds to the Empress in the tarot, and it's just about embodying that that idea of abundance and splendor and beauty and luxury and everything. Like think of yourself as the muse. Like you are your own muse, and that your joy, your enthusiasm, your dreams, your connection to art and beauty is going to be what inspires you. That's going to take you forward. So so think about the Empress in the tarot, and just how regal and beautiful and splendid she is. So that's what a lovely message. And we're moving towards the full moon next week. So next Wednesday is the full moon, I believe, and there is a nodal shift. Like the nodes of the moon are shifting from Pisces and Virgo, which they've been for the past 19 months, and they're going into Aquarius and Leo. And so there's going to be a lot of change. We're going to feel it's a collective change. We're going to feel it. I think we're gonna see a lot of change in the world over the coming months, and certainly the next 19 months. And so hold on to this reading that you're the muse, and keep your heart open and fill the universe with your beautiful intentions and your beautiful art. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening, and see you next Monday. Okay, bye.